Before we begin this story, allow yourself a moment to settle. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently release it. Feel the weight of the day begin to melt away like soft snow disappearing under the warmth of the Sunday. With every breath, imagine your body growing lighter, your thoughts softer, and your heart calmer. Now, imagine yourself lying in the most comfortable place you can picture, a cozy bed or a warm chair, safe, quiet, and peaceful. Outside, the evening is soft, and you feel the gentle rhythm of life slowing down like a lullaby played by nature itself. Let your body sink deeper into stillness as your mind begins to wander into a story, a place where magic and serenity blend like moonlight on water. You find yourself standing at the edge of an ancient forest. It is dusk, the sky painted with delicate shades of lavender, rose, and pale gold. The last rays of the sun filter gently through the treetops, scattering into shimmering fragments across the ground. The air is fresh and cool, carrying with it the faint perfume of wild jasmine and pine needles warmed from the day. The forest calls to you with a quiet hum, as though alive with secrets waiting to be discovered. Before you, a soft dirt path winds into the trees, and as you take your first step forward, the crunch of leaves underfoot feels grounding and soothing. The forest is calm, birds sing their last evening notes, and a light breeze sighs gently through the branches. Every sound is soft, every sight enchanting. You notice how the bark of the trees glows faintly in the fading light, their trunks tall and reassuring, like old guardians of a secret world. Above, the first stars begin to twinkle, dotting the velvet sky like diamonds, sprinkled by a generous hand. As you walk deeper into the forest, the sounds of the outside world fade behind you. The forest itself feels like a lullaby, guiding you into its embrace. You breathe in the freshness of moss, the earthy comfort of soil, and the faint sweetness of blooming flowers hidden somewhere nearby. The path leads you to a clearing where the air is alive with a gentle shimmer. At first, you think it's the stars themselves, fallen from the sky to dance among the trees. But then you realize they are fireflies. Dozens, perhaps hundreds, glimmer in the twilight, their golden light glowing on and off like tiny heartbeats. The sight is mesmerizing. They drift lazily through the air, some landing on leaves, others floating near the ground, their glow reflecting in little pools of water scattered through the clearing. The forest feels alive, but not in a way that overwhelms you. Instead, it feels like the earth is breathing with you, calm, slow, and steady. You step into the clearing, and a few of the fireflies drift closer, their glow soft and kind, almost as if they are welcoming you. There is a gentle log at the edge of the clearing, smooth with age, covered in patches of velvety moss. You sit down, feeling the cushion of moss beneath you, as if nature itself has prepared a seat for your arrival. The evening deepens, and the fireflies glow brighter, weaving trails of light in the air like tiny lanterns carried by invisible hands. For a long moment, you do nothing but breathe, watch, and feel. Each firefly seems to move with intention, creating patterns that are both playful and calming. Some drift in circles, others glide upward like floating sparks. The sight is so gentle, so mesmerizing, that you feel your thoughts slow into stillness. You reach out your hand, and for a fleeting moment, a firefly hovers close enough that you can see its tiny wings glimmering in the dim light. It seems to pause, glowing softly as though acknowledging you, before drifting away to join the others. You smile, feeling at ease, safe in this glowing sanctuary. The forest is hushed now, as though it too has settled into night's embrace. The sounds are soft, an owl in the distance, the rustle of leaves, the gentle splash of a nearby brook. The fireflies continue their dance, filling the clearing with living starlight. You let your gaze soften, your body relax, and your heart open to the beauty of this place. It feels timeless, endless, like a dream you never wish to leave. The magical evening has only just begun, and you know the forest still holds gentle wonders waiting for you. For now, you sit quietly in the glow of the fireflies, breathing in peace, resting in their light, letting your body grow heavier, your mind calmer, and your spirit lighter. You close your eyes for a moment, listening to the rhythm of the forest, and when you open them again, the fireflies are still there, painting the air with their golden dance. And so your journey into the magical evening continues. You sit for a while on the mossy log, breathing slowly and deeply, letting the world around you hold you in its gentle arms. The clearing feels like a sanctuary, a place where time slows until all that remains is the steady rhythm of your breath and the quiet glow of fireflies. As twilight deepens, you notice something new, a faint shimmer along the path leading deeper into the forest. It is subtle at first, like moonlight caught in dewdrops, but then it grows clearer. Fireflies are drifting together, forming a line of golden lights that seem to beckon you forward. You rise slowly, stretching your body, and step onto the path once more. The air is cooler now, filled with the comforting scent of damp leaves and wild flowers that only bloom in the hush of evening. Each step is soft, cushioned by moss and soil, and the fireflies guide you like little lanterns. The deeper you go, the quieter the forest becomes. The sounds are hushed, as though every creature is preparing for sleep. Occasionally, you hear the soft hoot of an owl, or the delicate trickle of water weaving through the roots of trees. The fireflies lead you toward a small brook. Its waters sparkle faintly in the dim light, reflecting the golden glow above. You kneel beside it, dipping your fingers into the cool, clear stream. The touch of water is refreshing, like liquid moonlight brushing your skin. You cup your hands and lift a small sip to your lips. It tastes pure, crisp, and soothing, as though drawn from the heart of the forest itself. As you rise, you notice a shape across the brook, a small wooden bridge, weathered but sturdy, covered in ivy and delicate white flowers. The bridge looks as though it has stood here for centuries, quietly carrying travelers into deeper parts of this magical place. You step onto the bridge, the wood creaking softly beneath your feet, and pause at the center. From here, you can see the stream winding away into the trees, catching glimmers of starlight above. The forest reflects in the water like a painting, trees, fireflies, and sky, all blending into one serene picture. You lean against the railing, feeling the smooth, cool wood beneath your hands. The night air hums softly, filled with the sound of distant crickets. The fireflies gather around you, their glow more playful now, as if they are weaving a spell of calm. Beyond the bridge, the path continues. You step off onto the far side and find yourself in a part of the forest that feels even older. The trees here are tall and majestic, their trunks so wide it would take several people to encircle them. Their branches arch overhead, forming a natural cathedral where the night sky peeks through in scattered patches of starlight. And then you notice something else, softly glowing lanterns hanging from the trees. They swing gently in the breeze, their light warm and steady, as though lit not by flame but by magic. The lanterns illuminate the path in a soft golden glow, blending with the shimmer of fireflies. The forest feels alive with quiet wonder. You walk slowly, savoring every detail. The ground is carpeted with wildflowers that release a faint perfume when you brush against them. The lanterns sway above you, casting shifting patterns of light across the mossy path. The fireflies dart among them as if joining in the dance. As you continue, you hear the faint sound of a melody. At first, it's barely there, like the whisper of wind, but gradually it becomes clearer. It is the gentle plucking of strings, soft and harmonious, as though someone is playing a harp deep within the forest. The notes are delicate, like drops of rain falling into a still pond, each one sending ripples of calm through the air. You pause to listen, feeling the music wash over you. The sound soothes every part of you. Your shoulders relax, your thoughts drift away, and your heart beats slowly in time with the gentle tune. Drawn by the music, you follow the lantern-lit path further. Each step carries you deeper into this realm of peace, where every detail is crafted for comfort. The lanterns glow, the fireflies sparkle, the harp sings, and the forest embraces you. After some time, you reach a small circular grove. In its center is a stone bench, smooth and inviting, surrounded by wildflowers and softly glowing mushrooms that give off a faint silver light. The music seems to come from this place, though you see no musician, only the air itself, vibrating with a melody that feels ancient and eternal. You sit on the bench, running your hand across its cool, polished surface. The fireflies gather here in greater numbers, their lights weaving patterns above you like constellations come to life. The lanterns sway in the gentle breeze, and the flowers release their sweet scent into the night. The music continues, soft and soothing, like a lullaby meant just for you. You close your eyes, letting the sound fill you until it feels like the forest itself is playing to guide you deeper into rest. You breathe slowly, deeply, savoring the magic of this moment, knowing the night still holds more wonders waiting for you. You rest for a while on the smooth stone bench, surrounded by soft glimmers of firefly light and the mysterious melody that seems to rise from the very air itself. The tune flows like water, drifting through the trees, gentle and unhurried. Each note feels like a whisper meant just for you, carrying calmness deeper into your mind. When you finally rise, the forest greets you with a hush, as though it knows you are ready to continue. The lantern-lit path curves gently onward, leading you through tall ferns that brush against your arms with feathery softness. The air is cool and fragrant, filled with the mingling scents of pine, moss, and the faint sweetness of blooming night flowers. As you follow the path, the fireflies gather more closely, floating in clusters that pulse with light, almost like they are guiding you towards something special. You walk slowly, your steps quiet, savoring the way the forest seems to hold its breath in anticipation. Soon, you arrive at another clearing. This one is smaller, more intimate, surrounded by towering trees whose branches lean inward like a protective circle. At the center of the clearing stands an ancient tree, larger than all the rest. Its trunk is vast and gnarled, its bark twisted into beautiful patterns that look almost like carved runes. Its roots spread wide across the ground, thick and strong, covered in carpets of glowing moss. But what captures your attention most are the leaves. They shimmer faintly, even though no lantern hangs from its branches. It seems as though the tree itself glows with a gentle, silvery light, like moonlight, captured and stored within its leaves. You step closer, drawn to the tree's quiet radiance. As you do, you hear something new, whispers. They are faint, almost like the rustle of leaves in the wind, yet clearer. You pause and listen carefully. The tree seems to be speaking, not with words, exactly, but with feelings, a language of calm, of comfort, of gentle welcome. You place your hand upon the trunk. The bark is cool and rough beneath your fingers, yet warm energy pulses beneath its surface. A soothing vibration spreads from the tree into your hand, up your arm, and into your chest, as though the tree is sharing part of its endless calm with you. The whispers grow clearer. They tell of the forest's timelessness, of countless evenings just like this one, where stars watched over the earth and fireflies lit the night. The tree seems to remind you that you, too, are part of this cycle of peace, connected to the world, to nature, and to the gentle rhythm of life. You close your eyes, letting the tree's whispers flow through you. They feel like memories of walking barefoot on soft grass, of hearing rain against a window, of the scent of wood smoke on a chilly night. They are fragments of comfort, drawn from times you felt safe and cared for. The tree offers them back to you, like gifts wrapped in light. When you open your eyes, you notice that the fireflies have gathered around the tree. They hover near its trunk and branches, their glow pulsing softly, in harmony with the whispers you feel. The sight is mesmerizing, almost like the fireflies are translating the tree's song into light. At the base of the tree, you see a hollow, wide enough for you to step into. Curiosity stirs gently within you, but not in a restless way. Instead, it feels like a calm invitation, as though the tree has opened a doorway to something deeper. You step inside, and the air grows cooler, quieter. The hollow glows faintly with its own light, shimmering along the wooden walls like reflections on water. You notice delicate carvings etched into the interior spirals, stars, and flowing lines that seem to tell stories of the forest's ancient past. As you run your hand along the carvings, you feel a sense of timelessness. Generations of travelers may have stood here before you, resting in the tree's embrace, listening to its whispers. You are part of that same story now. You settle against the smooth curve of the hollow, feeling the tree support your back like a protective cocoon. The whispers surround you again, softer now, as if the tree is humming you a lullaby. The fireflies outside the hollow flicker in golden light, their glow spilling gently into your little sanctuary. You take a deep breath, feeling warmth and safety in every part of your being. The forest has accepted you fully into its calm. You know that tonight will be filled with wonders, each more magical than the last. For now, you sit within the heart of the ancient tree, letting its whispers guide you deeper into peace. As the evening stretches on and the stars above glow brighter, the ancient tree cradles you in its hollow for a time, surrounding you with soft whispers and the glow of fireflies. When at last you step back out into the clearing, the night feels deeper, quieter, and even more enchanting. The stars above are brighter now, scattered like jewels across a velvet sky. The moon has risen, pale and luminous, its light filtering gently through the branches. The fireflies gather again, floating in a slow, swirling pattern, almost like they're encouraging you to follow. Their glow leads you to another path, one that glistens faintly as though dusted with moonlight. You walk softly, your footsteps cushioned by moss, your body relaxed, your mind calm. Soon, the sound of flowing water reaches your ears, a gentle, rippling murmur, soothing and steady. You follow the sound until the trees open to reveal a wide stream. But this is no ordinary stream. Its waters shimmer silver, as though the moon has poured itself into the current. Each ripple catches the light, sparkling like a trail of stars brought down to earth. You kneel at the edge of the stream. The air here is cool and fresh, carrying the faint perfume of mint and wild herbs growing along the banks. You dip your fingers into the water, and it feels smooth, almost silky, as though it carries not just coolness but also quiet energy. As you watch, small stones beneath the water glimmer faintly, their surfaces polished, smooth by centuries of flowing current. Some look like pearls, others like crystals, glowing softly in the silver light. The stream feels alive, full of quiet secrets and endless calm. A gentle splash catches your attention. You look up to see a family of small deer stepping carefully to the water's edge. Their fur glows faintly in the moonlight, their eyes soft and calm. They lower their heads to drink, their movements graceful and unhurried. The fireflies drift closer to them, their glow reflecting in the deer's dark eyes. The sight fills you with warmth. There is no fear here, no hesitation, only trust, as if the creatures of the forest know you belong in this place of peace. For a long moment, you watch them, feeling your heart expand with the simple beauty of their presence. Eventually, the deer finish drinking and wander back into the trees, their steps soundless, leaving only ripples in the silver stream. You rise and step onto a narrow bridge of stones that cross the water. The stones are flat and smooth, arranged as though placed carefully long ago. With each step, you feel the cool mist rising from the stream, brushing gently against your skin. On the far side, the fireflies guide you once more, leading you along the bank. Here, the stream widens into a small pool, perfectly round, reflecting the moon like a mirror. Around the pool grow clusters of luminous flowers, their petals glowing faintly blue and white. They sway lightly in the night breeze, their scent sweet and calming, like lavender mixed with honey. Drawn by curiosity, you kneel beside one of the flowers. As you inhale its fragrance, a gentle drowsiness washes over you, not heavy, but soft, like the feeling of curling beneath a blanket. After a long day, the forest seems to lull you with every breath. Then, something magical happens. The surface of the pool ripples, though no wind stirs it. A faint shimmer rises from the water, forming into delicate patterns, circles, spirals, and lines of light like the forest itself is painting pictures across the surface. The images are soothing: starry skies, flowing rivers, and fields of flowers, each one fading into the next. You sit quietly, entranced, as the water continues to weave its silver images. The whispers of the ancient tree still linger in your heart, and now the pool adds its voice soft and gentle, like a lullaby sung without words. Time seems to dissolve here. There is no rush, no urgency, only the quiet rhythm of the water, the glow of the flowers, and the golden flicker of fireflies drifting above. When at last the ripples fade, the pool returns to stillness, reflecting the stars once more. You feel lighter, as though the stream has carried away any heaviness you brought with you. The fireflies gather again, forming a path of light that stretches beyond the pool, deeper into the forest. You rise, refreshed and calm, ready to follow them into the next wonder of this magical evening. You follow the golden trail of fireflies as it drifts away from the silver stream. The forest is hushed, carrying only the softest sounds, the faint song of crickets, the rustle of leaves, the whisper of wind moving through branches. Each step along the mossy path feels slower, dreamier, as though the earth itself is inviting you into deeper rest. Before long, the trees begin to thin. The path opens gently into a wide meadow bathed in moonlight. You pause at its edge, marveling at the sight before you. The meadow stretches out like a sea of silver and green, the grass swaying in gentle waves as the night breeze passes through. Scattered across the field are countless wildflowers, their petals glowing faintly as if kissed by starlight. The fireflies float out into the meadow, their lights dancing above the flowers like drifting lanterns. They weave together in slow spirals, some gliding close to the ground, others soaring high into the air. The entire meadow feels alive, shimmering with a quiet magic that hums softly all around you. You step onto the grass. It is soft beneath your feet, cool and springy, like the surface of a dream. As you walk further in, the scents of the meadow rise around you: wild lavender, chamomile, and sweet meadow sage. The fragrance is calming, wrapping around you like a soft blanket. At the center of the meadow, you find a circle of large, flat stones. They are warm from the day's sun, their smooth surfaces inviting you to sit or lie down. You choose one and settle onto it, feeling the gentle warmth beneath your body as the cool air drifts around you. From here, the view of the sky is clear and endless. Stars shine brightly above, scattered in great rivers of light. The moon hangs low, glowing softly, its reflection shimmering in your eyes. For a moment, you simply breathe and gaze upward, letting the vastness of the sky calm your mind. Then, something catches your attention. The fireflies begin to gather in greater numbers above the meadow. They move with surprising grace, not at random, but in gentle patterns. Slowly, their glow forms shapes soft outlines of animals, trees, and rivers drawn in light against the night. You watch as a glowing deer takes shape, its antlers spreading like branches. The image shimmers for a moment before dissolving into a flock of glowing birds, wings outstretched as they drift across the meadow sky. Each shape is fluid, dissolving into the next, like stories told in light. The air hums with peace, as though the meadow itself is sharing its dreams with you. You lie back on the stone, your body supported, your gaze fixed on the glowing dance above. The fireflies paint constellations for you alone, while the soft fragrance of flowers drifts gently with the breeze. A family of rabbits emerges quietly from the tall grass. They move calmly, nibbling on clover, their fur illuminated by moonlight. One pauses near you, its ears twitching, its dark eyes glistening. There is no fear in its gaze, only a quiet recognition, as though it knows you belong here, in this moment of stillness. The rabbits hop away, vanishing into the meadow, and you return your gaze to the sky. The fireflies now form spirals that twinkle like galaxies, each one spinning slowly, inviting you to sink deeper into tranquility. Your breathing grows slower, matching the rhythm of the meadow. Each inhale carries the fragrance of lavender and chamomile. Each exhale melts away the last remnants of restlessness. You feel your body sinking into the stone, the earth supporting you completely, holding you in perfect safety. The fireflies begin to drift lower now, their glow softening, as though encouraging you to close your eyes. You do so, letting the meadow's gentle sounds wrap around you, the whisper of grass in the wind, the hum of crickets, the faint pulse of wings in the night. It feels as though you are floating, carried by the meadow itself into a place of dreams. The circle of stones beneath you radiates quiet warmth, and the flowers release their calming fragrance in the air, guiding you into deeper rest. The night is endless, the meadow vast, the stars infinite, and in this place you are held, cherished, and at peace. When you open your eyes again, the fireflies are waiting at the edge of the meadow, their glow forming another golden path. You rise slowly, refreshed and calm, ready to follow them into the next chapter of this magical evening. You leave the meadow slowly, taking one last glance at the glowing flowers and the fireflies swirling like galaxies above the field. As you step back onto the mossy path, the golden lights gather once more, leading you onward. The night is deep now, but the forest feels brighter than ever, lit by moonlight, firefly glow, and the faint shimmer of magic that seems to breathe in every branch, every leaf, every stone. The path winds gently uphill, and as you climb, you begin to hear a sound unlike any you've heard before. At first, it's a faint vibration, like the hum of wind through hollow wood. But as you draw closer, the sound becomes clearer. It is a chorus low, resonant notes, rising and falling like the breathing of the earth itself. You crest the hill and find yourself standing before a circle of towering stones. They stand tall and proud, ancient and weathered, their surfaces smooth in some places and etched with natural lines in others. Some lean together, others stand apart, but all of them glow faintly with a silvery sheen. As you step into the circle, the sound grows stronger. The stones are singing. Each one hums with a slightly different tone, blending together into a slow, harmonious song. The vibration travels through the ground, up your feet, and into your body, until you feel as though you are part of the music itself. The song is deep and soothing, like a lullaby sung by the earth. It reminds you of ocean waves rolling to shore, of wind moving gently through canyons, of distant thunder softened by miles of sky. The tones weave together in endless patterns, never sharp, never hurried, only calm and steady, like time itself slowing down. You walk among the stones, resting your hand on one of their cool surfaces. The vibration hums through your fingertips, spreading warmth through your chest. For a moment, you close your eyes, leaning gently against the stone. The song carries you, holding you in a blanket of sound, as though the earth is cradling you. When you open your eyes, you notice something magical. The fireflies have joined the song. They drift among the stones in rhythmic patterns, pulsing their light in time with the deep tones. It feels as though the entire clearing, the stones, the fireflies, the air itself is singing together. You find a flat rock at the center of the circle and sit down, letting the vibrations flow through you. The song eases away any tension left in your body, loosening your shoulders, softening your breath, quieting your thoughts. You close your eyes again, and the sound carries you inward as though you are floating through an endless sea of calm. For a while, there is nothing but the song. No time, no worry, no thought, only vibration and stillness. You feel small and infinite at once, a gentle part of this ancient music that has been playing long before you arrived and will continue long after. When you finally open your eyes again, The stones still sing, but more softly now, as if they know you are ready to move on. The fireflies gather near the far side of the circle, their golden glow forming another path. You rise, placing one last hand on the cool, humming surface of a stone, silently thanking it for its song. The stones respond with a final low vibration, like a farewell note, before fading back into their eternal chorus. With a steady breath and a lighter heart, you step out of the circle and follow the fireflies once more, deeper into the forest's gentle wonders. The soft hum of the singing stones fades behind you as you follow the fireflies down a gentle slope. The air feels lighter now, carrying the faint sweetness of ripened fruit, mixed with the earthy fragrance of moss and leaves. With each step, you sense the forest shifting, as though it is opening another chapter just for you. Soon, the trees begin to change. Their trunks are shorter and rounder, their branches heavy with blossoms and glowing fruit. You step into an orchard bathed in moonlight, and the sight fills you with quiet wonder. The branches arch overhead like a welcoming canopy, hung with clusters of fruit that emit a soft glow. Golden pears, silver apples, and plums, shimmering with faint violet light. The blossoms between them scatter in the breeze, their petals glowing faintly as they drift down like tiny lanterns, covering the ground in a pale, sparkling carpet. You pause beneath one of the trees, the air around it fragrant and soothing. You reach up to touch one of the glowing pears. Its skin is cool and smooth beneath your fingertips, humming faintly as though it contains the energy of the moon itself. When you gently pluck it from the branch, the glow warms in your hand, filling your palm with soft light. Curious, you take a bite. The fruit is tender and sweet, tasting of honey and spring rain. The juice is cool and refreshing, and as you swallow, a calm warmth spreads through your chest, melting into every corner of your body. It feels as though the orchard is sharing its peace with you, gifting you energy made only of comfort and stillness. The fireflies drift through the orchard, their light blending with the glow of the fruit, until the air is filled with soft orbs of gold and silver. They weave in and out of the branches, their dance playful yet calm, like a celebration held only for you. As you wander deeper, you notice a small clearing at the orchard's heart. Here, the grass is soft and lush, forming a natural bed beneath the glowing canopy. A gentle stream winds through the orchard, its waters catching the reflections of fruit and fireflies, shimmering like liquid starlight. You kneel beside the stream, dipping your hands into the water. It tastes faintly sweet, like fruit blended with spring. You wash your face, feeling refreshed, the cool droplets carrying away the last traces of tiredness. Then you lie down on the soft grass. The orchard sways quietly above you, its branches creaking gently in the night breeze. The glow from the fruit forms a soft, ever-shifting ceiling of light, while petals drift slowly down, landing softly against your skin and hair. You close your eyes for a moment, breathing in the fragrance of blossoms. The air hums with calm, each sound like a lullaby. The trickle of the stream, the rustle of leaves, the faint buzzing of firefly wings. Every part of you relaxes deeper, your breath slow, your body heavy yet light at once. When you open your eyes again, you notice something magical. The fireflies and glowing petals have begun to form gentle shapes above you. A circle, a spiral, a soft wave of light flowing from branch to branch. It feels like the orchard is dreaming along with you, showing you visions born of its quiet peace. The shapes dissolve, and for a moment, all is still. You take another breath, knowing you could stay here forever, resting in the orchard's calm embrace. But the fireflies drift once more toward the far edge, their glow pulsing gently, inviting you onward. You rise slowly, taking one last look at the glowing fruit and blossoms. The orchard seems to hum a soft farewell, its fragrance lingering in your memory as you step back onto the mossy path. Guided once again by the fireflies, you leave the orchard, your heart lighter, your spirit calmer, ready for the next wonder waiting in the forest's embrace. The path leaving the orchard winds gently through tall grasses and low shrubs, their tips glistening with dew that sparkles under the moonlight. The fireflies move ahead of you, their glow steady now, forming a ribbon of golden lights that sways gently in the night breeze. As you follow, you notice a change in the air. It feels cooler, fresher, carrying the faint scent of water and lilies. The soft rush of waves begins to reach your ears, rhythmic and soothing, like a heartbeat echoed through the forest. At last, the trees open wide, and you step out onto the edge of a vast lake. The sight takes your breath in the gentlest way. The water stretches out like a mirror of the night sky, perfectly still, reflecting the moon and countless stars. It feels as though you are standing at the boundary of two worlds, the earth above and the sky below, joined by this serene expanse of silver water. The lake's surface shimmers faintly, rippling only when a breeze passes or when fish break the surface with tiny circles that widen slowly. Lilies bloom across the shallows, their white petals glowing faintly, while tall reeds sway softly, whispering as they bend in the wind. The fireflies scatter here, floating out over the water like drifting stars. Their glow mixes with the reflection of the constellations until it is hard to tell where the sky ends and the lake begins. You walk along the shoreline, your steps soft on the sandy ground. The earth is cool beneath your feet, and every sound is hushed, as though the lake has asked the world to whisper. The air carries the faint perfume of lilies, mixed with the fresh scent of water, calming you with every breath. Soon you find a wooden dock, weathered but sturdy, stretching out into the lake. You step onto it, the boards creaking softly, and walk to the end where the view of the water and sky is endless. You sit, letting your feet dangle just above the water, the cool mist brushing against your skin. For a long while, you do nothing but watch. The stars above glimmer, the moon casts a pale silver path across the water, and the fireflies drift lazily around you. The lake holds stillness like a treasure, and you feel yourself sinking deeper into its calm. Then, gently, something stirs. Across the water, faint ripples begin to form, moving slowly toward you. You lean forward slightly, curious, until you see the shape that emerges from the lake's shimmering surface. It is a swan, pure white, its feathers catching the moonlight, glowing softly as it glides across the lake. Its movements are effortless, silent, as though it is part of the water itself. Behind it, smaller ripples spread outward, carrying light across the surface. The swan draws closer, its long neck curved gracefully, its dark eyes reflecting the firefly glow. It pauses near the dock, looking up at you with a gaze that feels calm, ancient, and kind. For a moment, you lock eyes, and in that silence you feel as though the swan is sharing its peace with you, offering you a gift of stillness carried from the depths of the lake. The swan dips its head once, then glides away, leaving a trail of silver ripples that shimmer long after it disappears into the moonlit distance. You lie back on the dock, the boards warm beneath you, the night sky stretching endlessly above. The stars seem brighter here, their light mirrored perfectly in the water below. It feels as though you are floating between two skies, suspended in gentle infinity. Your breath slows as you listen to the rhythm of the lake, the hush of waves, the whisper of reeds, the occasional splash of water. Each sound feels like part of a lullaby, rocking you deeper into relaxation. The fireflies gather above you now, their glow softening, pulsing slowly in time with your breath. The world seems to pause, holding you gently in a perfect balance of sky, water, and light. You close your eyes, feeling as though you are drifting on the lake itself, carried effortlessly into dreams. When you open them again, the fireflies have gathered at the edge of the dock, their glow leading back toward the path. You rise slowly, refreshed and calm, and follow them once more, leaving the moonlit lake behind. As your journey continues, the soft glow of the lake lingers in your heart as you follow the fireflies back into the shelter of the trees. The night feels deeper now, yet not darker. The moon is high, spilling silver light across the forest, and the fireflies weave ahead of you like guides carrying golden lamps. As you walk, you notice a faint shimmer along the ground. At first, it looks like scattered starlight, but as you draw closer, you see that the glow comes from flowers. Their blossoms are shaped like lanterns, drooping slightly from tall stems, each petal glowing softly in shades of pale gold, soft blue, and faint pink. The fireflies drift among them, their own light blending with the blossoms until the forest floor shines like a festival of lanterns. You kneel to touch one of the flowers. Its petals are smooth, velvety, and warm to the touch, as though lit from within by a tiny flame of calm. When you brush it gently, the glow brightens for a moment before softening again. You continue along the path, surrounded on both sides by these glowing flowers. Their fragrance fills the air, sweet, gentle, and slightly spicy, like honey mingled with cinnamon. Each breath carries comfort deeper into your body, loosening every part of you until your shoulders, your back, even your thoughts feel light. The path curves into a small grove where the flowers grow more thickly, creating a natural carpet of glowing petals. You pause here, marveling at the way the blossoms sway in the breeze, their light rising and falling like the rhythm of breathing. At the grove's center is a small stone fountain, worn smooth with age. Water trickles from its top, catching the glow of the flowers, so that each droplet sparkles like a falling star. You step closer and cup your hands beneath the stream. The water is cool and refreshing, carrying the faint taste of blossoms as it touches your lips. The fireflies gather above the fountain, moving in circles, their lights pulsing gently in time with the falling drops. You close your eyes, listening to the soft trickle, the rustle of petals, the hum of wings. Together, these sounds weave into a lullaby that wraps you in stillness. When you open your eyes again, you notice something magical. The flowers are moving, not bending in the wind, but turning their blossoms toward you, glowing more brightly, as if they recognize your presence. For a moment, the entire grove seems to breathe with you, the lights rising and falling in rhythm with your chest. The effect is mesmerizing, calming, in a way that words cannot capture. It feels as though the forest is alive and aware, welcoming you not as a visitor, but as a part of itself. You sit on the low edge of the fountain, resting your hands on its smooth stone surface. The water trickles steadily, the flowers glow softly, the fireflies drift like spark. The grove feels timeless, a secret pocket of peace held safely in the heart of the forest. You let your body grow heavier, your breath slower, your mind keener. Every detail of this place, the fragrance, the glow, the sound of water, works together to soothe you, guiding you deeper into stillness. After what feels like both a moment and an eternity, the fireflies begin to drift once more toward the far side of the grove. The lantern flowers dim slightly, their glow softening to a gentle farewell. You rise slowly, taking one last breath of their sweet fragrance before following the golden lights back into the trees. The night still holds wonders, and you walk on with calm steps, ready to meet them. The fireflies lead you gently away from the glowing grove of lantern flowers. The forest narrows into a winding path, soft with moss and lined with tall grasses that brush lightly against your sides as you pass. The air grows cooler here, carrying the scent of pine and damp earth. Each breath feels purer, washing your thoughts clean. Before long, you notice a faint golden shimmer ahead, not from fireflies, but something steady, like candlelight. You walk a little further, and the trees part to reveal a small clearing. At its center stands a wooden pavilion, weathered yet graceful, its beams carved with flowing patterns that resemble vines and stars. The pavilion is open on all sides, with a peaked roof covered in moss and leaves, as though the forest has embraced it as one of its own. Soft lanterns hang from the beams, glowing with warm golden light that sways gently in the night breeze. Beneath the pavilion, the ground is smooth and flat, carpeted with woven mats that look inviting and comfortable. You step inside, and instantly the air feels different, sheltered, serene, wrapped in warmth. The lanterns cast a soft glow across the wooden beams, highlighting the carvings of flowers and branches etched deep into the wood. The fireflies drift in too, their glow weaving among the lanterns until the whole space feels alive with light. At the center of the pavilion rests a low wooden table, polished smooth with age. On it sits a clay teapot and 2 cups, as if waiting for a guest. The pot steams gently, releasing the fragrant scent of herbs, chamomile, mint, and something faintly sweet, like honey. You sit on one of the mats, your body sinking into its softness. As you pour the tea into a cup, the steam curls upward, carrying its soothing fragrance. You take a slow sip, and warmth spreads through you instantly, flowing from your lips down into your chest, then radiating outward to your fingertips and toes. The taste is delicate and calming, a perfect balance of sweetness and earthiness. For a while, you do nothing but sip the tea, watching the fireflies drift lazily around the lanterns. Their glow flickers against the wood, painting gentle patterns of light and shadow across the pavilion. The sounds of the forest filter softly through the open sides, the chirp of crickets, the distant hoot of an owl, the steady rhythm of leaves rustling overhead. It feels as though the pavilion has been waiting here for you all along, ready to offer you rest and warmth on your journey. Every detail is comforting: the glow of the lanterns, the fragrance of the tea, the softness of the mats beneath you. You lean back slightly, closing your eyes, letting the forest's lullaby carry you deeper into stillness. After some time, you hear the faintest sound, a quiet chime, as though a small bell has been struck gently by the wind. You open your eyes and notice a wind chime hanging from one of the beams. It sways slowly, releasing a soft tinkling note each time the breeze stirs. The sound is delicate, like a silver thread of music weaving into the night. You listen, each note stretching into silence, then answered by the next, until the chime becomes part of the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, a soft note. Exhale, the fading echo. The sound soothes you more deeply, settling your thoughts into a quiet hum. You could remain here forever, held in the warmth of the pavilion, the tea's comfort lingering on your lips, the lantern light glowing softly around you. But the fireflies begin to gather again, drifting slowly toward the far side of the clearing. Their glow pulses gently, like an invitation. You take one last sip of tea, feeling its warmth remain in your chest, and rise from the mat. The pavilion hums quietly in farewell. The lanterns flicker once, the chime sings one final note, and then you step outside. The fireflies wait, their golden trail stretching ahead into the trees. You follow with calm steps, carrying the memory of the pavilion's warmth with you into the night. Leaving the pavilion behind, you follow the glowing trail of fireflies deeper into the forest. The path narrows, and you notice how the trees here grow larger, their roots sprawling wide across the earth like ancient rivers frozen in place. Their trunks rise so high they seem to touch the stars, and the moonlight filters through their branches in shimmering threads of silver. The ground begins to slope upward. At first, it is a gentle incline, but soon the earth rises more steeply, forming a hillside clothed in moss and ferns. You wonder how you will climb it until you notice that the roots of the great trees have woven themselves into natural steps. They spiral upward in a slow, winding staircase, each root broad and smooth, covered in patches of glowing moss. The fireflies gather along the stairway, lighting each step for you. Their golden glow reflects off the moss, so that the whole stairway seems to shine softly, inviting you to ascend. You place one foot on the first root, and it feels firm and warm beneath you, like the earth itself is carrying you upward. Slowly, step by step, you climb. With each rise, the forest below becomes quieter, more distant, until all you hear is the whisper of the breeze and the steady rhythm of your breath. The scent of pine and cool earth surrounds you, mixed with the faint sweetness of blooming night flowers hidden among the branches. Halfway up, you pause on a broad landing where the roots form a natural platform. From here, the view is breathtaking. The forest stretches endlessly below, a sea of treetops glimmering with fireflies. You can see the silver ribbon of the lake, the glowing meadow, and even the faint shimmer of lantern flowers far in the distance. All of the places you've visited tonight are still alive, with their quiet magic glowing softly under the watch of the stars. You stand for a while, letting your gaze drift across the endless expanse. The stars above feel closer now, as though you could reach up and touch them. A soft breeze brushes against your face, carrying with it a fragrance like jasmine and cedar. You close your eyes, breathing deeply, and the hillside hums quietly beneath you, like a heartbeat deep within the earth. When you are ready, you continue climbing. The roots curve gently upward, spiraling around the trunk of the largest tree. As you rise, you notice small glowing mushrooms tucked into the crevices of bark, their light steady and soothing. The fireflies weave between them, forming constellations in motion, guiding you like gentle stars. At the top of the stairway, you reach a wide platform formed by intertwined branches. It feels like a balcony suspended in the sky. The ground here is soft with moss, glowing faintly as though lit from within, and the branches arch overhead like a protective canopy. From this height, the night sky opens in full. The stars shine in endless rivers of light, brighter than you have ever seen. The moon rests above, vast and serene, casting silver across the branches. The forest stretches out below like a living tapestry, each place you've passed glowing softly, connected as if by invisible threads of light. You sit on the moss, leaning against the trunk of the great tree. Its bark is smooth here, warm and solid against your back. You close your eyes, letting the stillness of this high place settle over you. The fireflies hover nearby, their glow pulsing gently in time with your breath. For a moment, it feels as though you are floating not on the earth, not in the sky, but in both at once, suspended between stars and forest. The air is cool and fresh, carrying the hush of the world below. You feel weightless, timeless, part of the night itself. When you open your eyes, the fireflies are gathered once more, forming a trail along a branch that stretches farther into the canopy. They glow steadily, waiting for you to follow. You rise slowly, taking one last glance at the endless forest below, then step forward onto the branch. The stairway of roots has carried you upward, and now the fireflies will lead you into the heart of the treetops, where more wonders surely await. The fireflies gather like tiny lanterns along the wide branch that stretches from the great tree's platform. Their glow is steady and inviting, guiding your steps as you walk carefully deeper into the treetops. The branch is broad and strong beneath your feet, covered in a soft cushion of moss that glows faintly, making the path feel as safe as a forest floor. As you move forward, the canopy opens wider, and suddenly the world around you transforms. You are no longer within the forest, you are above it. The treetops stretch in every direction like a vast ocean of green, shimmering with scattered firefly light. The night sky arches overhead, impossibly vast, the stars shining so brightly they feel close enough to touch. The air here is fresh and crisp, carrying the faint scent of pine and moonlit dew. A gentle breeze passes through, brushing your face, rustling the leaves in a sound like soft applause. Every part of you feels awake and calm, as though the air itself is filling you with quiet energy. The fireflies weave ahead, leading you to another platform formed by branches woven naturally together. At its center, you find a circle of glowing flowers growing directly from the wood. Their petals open wide to the sky, shimmering in silver and gold, as if they are absorbing the starlight above. You sit among them, the petals brushing against your hands like silk, their fragrance delicate and sweet. From here, the view is breathtaking. The moon shines a path of light across the forest below, while the stars shimmer endlessly overhead. You notice how the fireflies drift between the sky and the trees, carrying specks of golden glow upward, as though they are messengers between heaven and earth. You lie back among the flowers, your body sinking into the mossy wood. The treetop feels steady and strong, like a cradle suspended in the sky. The petals sway lightly around you, releasing their calming fragrance into the breeze. The fireflies hover above, their lights blinking in slow patterns that mimic the constellations. As you gaze upward, you notice the stars forming shapes. A gentle bear, outlined in silver light, a great bird soaring with wings spread wide, a flowing river of stars, winding like the stream you visited earlier. Each constellation feels familiar, as though you've known these stories all along, hidden in your memory until now. The longer you watch, the more the stars seem to move. Slowly, softly, they shimmer and shift, dancing in rhythm with the fireflies. It feels as though the entire sky is alive, not distant but close, sharing its quiet magic with you. A soft sound rises in the distance, the hum of wind playing across the highest branches. It blends with the gentle chirps of crickets and the faint flutter of firefly wings, weaving into music that drifts around you. The melody is calm, a lullaby sung by the treetops themselves. You close your eyes, letting the music sink deeper into your chest. Your breath slows, your thoughts grow quieter, and your body feels as though it is floating, weightless, drifting on the night air. For a timeless moment, you are part of the sky, the forest, and the song, all at once. When you open your eyes again, the fireflies have gathered along another branch that stretches deeper into the canopy. Their glow pulses gently, steady as a heartbeat, waiting for you. You rise slowly, feeling refreshed and lighter, as though the stars themselves have shared some of their peace with you. With one last glance at the endless sky above, you step onto the glowing branch, ready to follow the fireflies into the next wonder hidden in the heart of the forest. The branch beneath your feet feels steady as you follow the fireflies farther into the treetops. Their golden lights drift slowly, guiding you toward a place where the canopy parts into an open expanse. Ahead, something glimmers in the moonlight, a bridge, delicate and glowing, stretching from one great tree to another across a wide gap. You pause, marveling at its beauty. The bridge is woven from branches and vines, but they shimmer as though dusted with starlight. Tiny blossoms sprout along the railings, glowing softly in shades of silver and pale blue. Beneath the bridge, the forest drops away into darkness, but the glow above makes it feel safe, like a path suspended between earth and sky. The fireflies gather along the bridge, their light weaving in and out of the blossoms, until the whole structure seems to pulse gently, alive with rhythm. You place a hand on the railing, and it feels warm and smooth, humming faintly with quiet energy. You step onto the bridge, your footsteps soundless on the mossy wood. As you walk, the forest below spreads wide beneath you, an endless ocean of treetops shimmering with scattered firefly light. Beyond them, the silver ribbon of the lake reflects the moon, and far in the distance you can see the faint glow of the orchard, the meadow, and even the circle of singing stones. All the places you visited tonight are still there, glowing softly in the vast forest tapestry. Halfway across, you pause. The stars above are perfectly mirrored in the branches and blossoms, so that for a moment it feels as though you are walking not on wood, but across the night sky itself. The air is crisp, carrying the faint scent of blossoms and fresh dew. A gentle breeze brushes against your face, cool and calming, tugging softly at your hair. You lean against the railing and gaze outward. The horizon is endless, a blend of dark forest and glowing sky. The moon shines above, full and luminous, its light spilling across the bridge in a silver path. The fireflies hover close, their glow blending with moonlight, until it feels as though the bridge itself has become a river of stars. For a while, you do nothing but stand there, breathing in the night, letting the stillness wash over you. Your heart beats in time with the fireflies' glow, steady and calm, like a soft drum carrying you deeper into rest. Then, From somewhere high in the branches, a soft sound rises. It is a gentle chorus, faint at first, then clearer, a choir of nightbirds, singing in harmony. Their voices are low and melodic, weaving together with the breeze and the hum of the bridge beneath your feet. The music is slow and calming, filling the air like a hymn sung for the moon. You close your eyes, letting the sound carry you. The birds sing, the fireflies glow, the bridge hums, and the stars shine, all blending together into a single moment of quiet perfection. When you open your eyes again, you notice the far end of the bridge is near. The fireflies have gathered there, their glow forming an arch of golden light. You take a deep breath, your body calm and your heart light, and walk toward it. As you step off the bridge, the forest greets you again with open arms. The branches sway gently above, and the mossy path stretches ahead, ready to carry you deeper into this magical evening. Behind you, the bridge glows softly, a silver thread in the canopy, as though it will always remain a pathway of stars waiting for you, should you ever return. Stepping off the bridge of stars, you find yourself moving into a quieter part of the forest. The path narrows again, cushioned with thick moss, and the air feels cooler here, fresh, clear, carrying the faint mineral scent of stone after rain. The fireflies drift ahead, their golden glow steady and slow, leading you deeper into the hush. Before long, the trees thin, and you step into a glade that glimmers as though sprinkled with starlight. The ground sparkles faintly, covered in tiny crystals that catch the moonlight and scatter it into soft rainbow hues. It feels as though you have stepped into the heart of a jewel, a place where earth and sky meet in pure, shimmering peace. At the center of the glade stands a cluster of tall, crystal formations. They rise like frozen fountains of light, their surfaces smooth and radiant, glowing softly from within. The fireflies drift among them, their light reflecting off the facets until the entire glade sparkles with golden, silver, and rainbow shimmer. You step closer, drawn by the beauty. The crystals hum faintly, a soft vibration, like the memory of a lullaby. When you touch one, it feels cool and smooth beneath your fingertips, and the hum deepens, spreading warmth through your hand and into your chest. The sound is soothing, steady, resonant, as though the crystal is sharing its quiet song with you. The glade fills with gentle music. Each crystal sings a slightly different tone, blending together into a harmonious chord. The fireflies pulse their light in rhythm, glowing brighter with each note, dimming softly in the pauses. The air feels alive with calm, filled with music that carries through every leaf, every stone, every breath. You find a smooth patch of moss beside the crystals and sit down. The ground is soft beneath you, warm, as though it has absorbed the energy of the glowing stones. You lean back, closing your eyes, and let the sound wash over you. The crystals sing, the fireflies glow, and your breath slows to match their rhythm. Time seems to dissolve here. You float in the music, weightless and timeless, as though you are part of the crystal's song. Every worry, every thought fades until only stillness remains. When you open your eyes again, you notice something magical. The crystals are glowing brighter, and within their glow, images begin to appear. You see flowing rivers, endless fields of flowers, starlit skies, and quiet forests, all visions of peace and beauty woven in light. The images shimmer softly, dissolving into one another like dreams. You watch, entranced, feeling your body grow heavier with calm, your spirit lighter with wonder. The visions are not just images, but feelings, memories of rest, reminders of comfort, invitations to let go and simply be. The fireflies drift closer now, circling you in gentle patterns. Their glow mixes with the crystal's shimmer until you feel wrapped in a cocoon of light. Every detail of the glade, the sparkle of crystals, the hum of music, the soft moss beneath you, guides you deeper into stillness. At last, the crystals soften their song, the glow dimming slightly as though whispering a good night. The fireflies float toward the far edge of the glade, their golden trail waiting for you. You rise slowly, feeling refreshed yet deeply relaxed, carrying the memory of the crystal's song in your chest. The glade remains behind you, sparkling softly under the moon as you step once more onto the mossy path, guided toward the final wonders of this magical night. The glow of the crystal glade lingers in your heart as you follow the fireflies one last time. Their light is softer now, steadier, pulsing in a rhythm that feels almost like a lullaby. The forest around you grows quieter with each step. Even the night birds have hushed, leaving only the whisper of leaves and the faint hum of wings. The path curves gently and opens into a final clearing. At its center lies a wide circle of soft grass, bordered by low stones smooth with age. Above, the branches bend outward, leaving the sky open and clear. The moon shines directly overhead, casting a silvery glow across the clearing. The fireflies drift inward, filling the circle with golden light. They hover gently, their glow rising and falling as though breathing with you. The entire space feels sacred, calm, designed for nothing but rest. You step into the circle. The grass beneath your feet is soft, springy, and faintly warm, as though it has been touched by sunlight still lingering in memory. The scent of wildflowers drifts in the air, lavender, chamomile, and faint notes of jasmine, each fragrance wrapping you in gentle comfort. At the circle's center, you lie down on the grass. The earth supports you perfectly, cradling every curve of your body, holding you safe. Above, the stars stretch endlessly, scattered like diamonds across the velvet sky. The moon glows softly, its silver light blending with the golden shimmer of fireflies. You take a slow breath in and release it. The forest seems to breathe with you, steady and calm. Every sound is a lullaby. The faint rustle of leaves, the quiet chirp of crickets, the soft hum of wings. The air is cool against your skin, refreshing yet gentle, like a soft blanket laid over you. The fireflies gather closer now, circling above in spirals of golden glow. Their light pulses slower, slower still, until it matches the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale, the glow brightens. Exhale, the glow softens. They are guiding you into stillness, into rest. The circle hums faintly beneath you, as though the earth itself is singing a lullaby. You feel it spread through your body, calm, warmth, peace. Your muscles release, your breath deepens, your thoughts grow quiet. Everything heavy drifts away, leaving only lightness and ease. Above, the stars twinkle softly, as though watching over you. The moon shines its silvery blessing. The fireflies dance their final dance, weaving patterns of light that blur gently as your eyes grow heavier. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. As you close your eyes, the circle of rest becomes your cradle. The forest hums. The fireflies glow. The night wraps itself around you. Every breath carries you deeper, softer, quieter. And here, beneath the moon and the stars, in the heart of the Forest of Fireflies, you drift gently into dreams, carried by calm, embraced by light, and guided into the deepest, most restful sleep.